Well, hello students. Here's another edition of Sketchup.com free, and today we'll be making the mallet head. Without further ado, move up to this right corner of Sketchup and you'll see the little icon that looks like a person. You select it, find your account, and go to My Products. You're launching Sketchup for Web free. You usually see the familiar icon moving. Now, to begin, create a new simple template, feet in inches. As a systematic way to start these files, you always go to the lower right, second tool up, Model Info tab, select it. Select decimals as the format. Leave the precision as it's already default. In the snap interval, highlight and change it to 0.125 and then hit the Enter key to lock it in. Now I select the lady and use the delete key to delete her. Next, I move back to the right. Fourth tool up is the Scenes tab, and you want to begin modeling in the parallel projection. That's the second cube, right where my cursor is. Select it, and then click the face of this house, which will give you a face view. And you can see the y-axis is blue and up and down. The red axis is the x-axis, and it's horizontal. And you want to use the pan tool here at the lower left. Select the pan tool and grab it and press and hold and move that origin down and to the left. Begin with a rectangle. You move to the right, left here. Select this rectangle and select the top rectangle tool. Put the pencil on the origin. Click with your mouse and pull. And now my hands are off the mouse. All I do to get the correct dimensions for this rectangle, enter on the keypad 0.875, comma 3, and then hit the Enter key. Don't get alarmed when the rectangle gets so small. It's the correct size, and you'll use the mouse wheel, push with the mouse wheel to zoom in and make that rectangle so much larger. Now I got to put two cutouts on this profile, circles. So I go to the rectangle tool, select it, and you get 5 pop-ups. You want to select the middle one, which is a circle tool. Click, and take the pencil and put it right on that rightmost line of that rectangle, just eyeballing to make it aesthetically pleasing. You want to click and pull that rectangle, and then you look to the lower right. You'll see radius, and if it says 0.25, that's when you click a second time, click, to lock that circle in. Move your pencil down. Try to place the lower circle in the same position in equal spacing as the top circle. So there's my red point right on that line. Click. I pull my circle. I look to the lower right. I see radius 2.5, and I click with my mouse again. Click. Now, I want to go back to the eraser tool. That's on the left, second tool under that arrow. So I select it, and you can see the little pink eraser there. It's got a little tiny circle. And if you use that little circle and put it on the line that you want to delete, you click, and that line will disappear. And here's another eraser tool selection right here. Boop. And again, use that circle right on the line. Click, click. And now you have a perfect profile. So the next step is to revolve this with the Follow Me tool. I want to use the Orbit tool to turn an orbit. I want to make sure as I press and hold my mouse wheel that the red x-axis stays horizontal and that this blue axis, which is the y-axis, stays horizontal also, but the green axis starts to rotate, which means the z-plane is now rotating up and towards us so that we're getting a more top view. Now that we have a close to top view, we want to go back to the left there, select the circle once again, middle tool, click, and then put your cursor near or on the origin point. You want to manipulate your pencil slightly so that you see a blue circle. That verifies you're making the circle on the correct plane. Now you click, and then you pull your pencil until you see endpoint, and then click. And if your circle then comes out blue, you've probably done that correctly. I want you now to use the Revolve tool, what's called the Follow Me tool. So you go over here to the push-pull tool. It's a little rectangular prism with an arrow on it. And if you click it, the second tool under that is the Follow Me tool. Click. Now that I'm in that mode, the Follow Me tool, I want to select the profile to be revolved and then the path that it follows. And if I put my cursor near that red axis and click, it locks it in a perfect revolve using the Follow Me tool. And again, I'm rotating it, and I want to continue to show you these tools on the side over here. There are, on the right side, there's a display tab that looks like little glasses. If you click it, and then here's a button called Axes, and it's got a check mark. If you select that, all of the 3 axes will disappear, and they won't be on display anymore. Now, if you use your mouse wheel or the scroll bar at the right here, you see the scroll bar. If I use that to expose more tools, I can go to right here where it says Shadows Off and put a checkbox here. Boop. Now I have a shadow. Okay. And again, here are the time and date sliders that you can use to manipulate your shadow to your liking, to make it look, aesthetically pleasing. So let's say I like that. Okay. So now's the time to save. So you go up here and you go save. And if you've done it properly and all is well, now you'll get the Sketchup folder. Double click it. Boom, boom. And then down here under name, you can just go Mallet, M-A-L-L-E-T, Head, H-E-A-D. That's the model name. And then you click down here where it says save. Mine says overwrite because I've already made one before, but yes, I'm overwriting it. And then I've created a new Mallet Head, and it's saving at this point. Now it is saved, and it says Mallet Head right there. So now I move to the very left where I see those 3 lines where my cursor is here. I select Export PNG, and there's the image it created. And of course, down at the lower right, you'll see this blue button, Export as PNG. You're not complete until you've actually selected that button. Click, and there it is. And then you look down to the lower left here, you see Mallet Head 1 PNG, or it'll say Mallet Head PNG if it's your first time. So now I know that file is in my downloads folder. So I'll use my file explorer here it looks like a little folder, click, to bring up my downloads files from today. All the downloads that I made today are right here. And then here's Mallet Head 1. And if I click that, or maybe I double click that, double click it. It opens in my computer, it opens automatically in Paint. That is the file that you need to find, and that is the PNG image file that you turn in. I hope this helps. Good luck.